Hello, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whoever is watching from here to there to anywhere in this universe. I'm Vesper, the Bat of Fortune, ready to change your fate. How is everyone tonight in the sacred void? I am doing good myself. No housekeeping tonight, because I went over housekeeping, yesterday. So no housekeeping talk, well maybe a little, when isn't there housekeeping? Might be a shorter stream tonight. It will depend on how long Coffee Talk is. I forgot how many days there are in Coffee Talk. But we may be keeping it short, depending on what happens. But, cause I still need to do stuff in Final Fantasy XIV to prepare for static rating tomorrow. We are starting on P9S tomorrow, and it is just a treat, I'm telling you. The current jokes going about in the community is that it's FIFA. If that tells you anything. FIFA. But we know the strat, we've gone pretty far on our own. And we're doing it first tomorrow because we just couldn't do it last week. Because everyone was missing. But tonight might be a short stream because of that. We are likely, you all my little bats, are likely to see my homebrew content sometime in this month. I have 2 subclasses and they're nearly finished. Just working on the final things I want to do with them, and then I can put them out. Sorry, hiccups. Well, not hiccups, gas. But you will be seeing the Order of the Sin Eater Blood Hunter subclass and the Uncanny Soul Sorcerer sometime this month. I'm pretty sure. It will depend on how many people I need to look on it, because I haven't played D&D, but I'm making homebrew content, so game balancing is going to be a little bit difficult. Especially since there is like an enormous difference between the classes released in the player's handbook and some of the classes and most of the subclasses with those classes. But then there's the Artificer and the Blood Hunter, which are the 2 newest classes. There is such a major difference in those class builds. Like, Artificer and Blood Hunter are getting something like every 2 or 3 levels. Hey, Levin! How are you? I saw on Twitter. How's your wrist today? How's your carpal tunnel going? Aww. You better rest up. Feel free to look. I actually have a look command now if you need it. Yeah, I heard those braces are good. The dad bat and the mom bat used to use some braces back when they were working more difficult jobs. Nice. Is it one of those copper ones? One of those copper braces? I'm not sure if those copper braces work. That always seemed like a load. those copper compression things. I think it works for some people, but not everyone. Ah, okay, it's an actual brace. I know everyone's different, so what works for one person may not work for another. So I'm not going to be like all like down on something. There are some people whose body energies probably will work with the copper compression things, and others it doesn't. I hope your carpal tunnel does not get in the way of your biblically accurate whore and other things. I want to know more about the biblically accurate whore. I need it. But I hope I need to write more as well. I have a novel I haven't touched in a bit. But it's summer and I hate summer. Dang this seasonal dysrhythmia. It's like, am I writing? No, you're doom scrolling Twitter. That's called research. But yeah, you caught me right in the middle as when I was talking about my D&D stuff. My Order of the Sin Eater Blood Hunter and my Uncanny Soul Sorcerer are both coming out as soon as I finish them and pass them by some not play testers, because I don't think I can release it this month and have people play test it. So I'm gonna have people look at balance. So Zeb and Lumi are both gonna get to look at it. So they're gonna get to have some fun. And also I'm passing around all my D&D friends. So they get to look at it. I have been adopted into the D&D community by so many people. It's insane. Yeah, they're both more experienced than me in this stuff, so like that's why I'm like going to them for it. Zeb especially. Zeb probably does a lot more homebrew than I do and can probably help me. Especially with how the Blood Hunter class is, and how the classes are the new Artificer and Blood Hunter are both very loaded for being new classes. Like if you look at their subclasses, they're getting something like every 3 or 4 levels, and meanwhile some classes just have like something. It's usually something at level 3, then another something at single level, then something at between the 14 and 16 range, and then something from 17 to 20. Meanwhile, the subclasses of Blood Hunter and Artificer get something like at 17 and then at 20, and then they get like something at 1, 3, I want to say 7, and then more, like they get a lot more, it feels like. I don't think that's fair. But I guess that's what happens when like half of your game is built in the previous decade, and like you get stuff after you realize how people play the game. Like, I'm not a game designer, but I'm wise enough to notice how games are played and stuff. Like, it doesn't, like, I'm very ancient. So I can like look at something and say, oh, that's a choice. That's a design choice. But I can't wait for everyone to see what I've been working on. I also have some items I want to release too, but I just want to have something nice and big to release, like a subclass, and also just pin the items with it. So that is going to be fun. But I do need to work on my novel. My novel is saying collecting dust, looking at me in my works in progress folder. And it's like looking at me angrily. It's like, why do you keep writing short stories? Why do you keep writing novellas, huh? I'm almost finished. And I'm like, no, you're not. I have a lot of editing to do. A lot of rewrites. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that, novel. It makes me sad. my within my works in progress are bullying me, Lemon. But yeah, that's the housekeeping future projects talk. I also watched the Tribeca Games Fest today. Oh my god. That's like that was super fun. I'm looking forward to all the Tribeca games because they're all just basically indie with a little bit more push behind them. It's like they're definitely not AAA. Well, maybe there's one I'm not looking forward to. It's spacey, but space tech, very sci-fi, very modern, and like I said, I'm very space fantasy. I'm very space opera. I'll put it like that. Like, I'm very much, spaceships in space being shaped like after, fantasy ships being shaped around, giant bugs and birds, and not looking anything moderately space-worthy. I want space whales. That's what I need. I need space whales. I need like space whales swimming in the depths of the Milky Way. I need space whales and like giant space goldfish. I don't need like. I like sci-fi when it's horror. I like horror and sci-fi a lot. Mostly more existentialism than Alien. But I don't mind sci-fi when it's combined with horror, but I still prefer space fantasy as a whole to sci-fi and higher tech things. Like, give me steampunk in space. That's what I want. Give me Victorian ladies on a spaceship peering at the Milky Way. Give me ladies having high tea next to the Milky Way. That's kind of like my aesthetic. But I really liked a lot of the games at the Tribeca Games Fest. I don't the one that looks really interesting to me and what I hope to play on stream is Goodbye Volcano High, which is about anthro dinosaurs at the having their anthro dinosaurs graduating high school, and they have like modern tech and all of it, but they still have the asteroid coming down to hit the Earth, and they all are like, it's this meeting of like teen angst and the apocalypse. And it's kind of like, do I even bother continuing with life when the world is ending, you know? That's always a great question. And like that one looks very interesting because it's like a visual novel, but they animated a lot of it. It looks like. So it looks like a moving anime visual novel. And like, oh my god, I can't wait to play. I want to play that on stream. And of course, there's the Persona leaks. I hope, and this is what I'm hoping for, is that they somehow incorporated the mechanics of Persona 5 into Persona 3, like the new ones, like especially like the stealth and stuff, because it's going to be really hard for Persona 3 to match up otherwise, because Persona 5 had the best mechanics, the best. It just cannot be compared. Like, Persona 5 is the best game in mechanics. Not in other places, though, I'll be frank. Like, I don't want to dunk on a game to rise up another one that's in the same series, but Persona 3 and 4 are both better in story and characters to me. And like, if you look at Persona 3 and 4, if the main character died, like if you or Makoto, I think the main character's name in Persona 3 is Makoto, like that's what people default to him, I'm not sure. But if the main characters of either of those two games die, if you, I'm gonna call him Soji because I'm used to calling him Soji instead of you. If Suji or Makoto died, I'm pretty sure the teams could go on without them. Well, maybe not a cease. It depends. But I'm pretty sure the Inaba investigation team could definitely go on. If Joker died in the middle of Persona 5, that team is grinding to a halt. I kind of feel like, well, I think they are a team. They definitely do not feel as close as the investigation team of Persona 4. And they don't feel as competent as the Cease in Persona 3. I'll be real, Persona 4 was my first, and it set a lot of standards. but so that means I kind of sort of favor it, but I will admit it has its own issues, but Persona 5 has such like glaring character issues and story issues when compared to Persona 3 and Persona 4. I mean, Persona 5 is like a good game. It's a good romp, good music, good mechanics. So, Ryuji and Morgana are insufferable together, though. Like, I think I get what they were trying to go for, but some of the plot inconvenience of Morgana leaving the team because of everyone getting over their heads definitely feels like it was misplaced. Like, I feel like that was something they should have moved on to a little later in the game, right after the events of the big Burger King guy. I just feel like Persona 5 mishandled a lot of things, personally. I think that's a thing everyone has with it. It's like, it's a good game except for like some major things, like the dating the teacher, or dating really any of the older women. And definitely the plot inconvenience that happens when you're trying to recruit Haru. Like I said, I don't want to shit on the game, but that right there raised down Persona 5 in my mind, in comparison to Persona 3 and Persona 4, both of which who have better, well-oiled teams. but I'm really excited for the Persona 3 remake. I'm hoping, praying, sacrificing babies for a Persona 1 or Persona 2 remake. I feel like if they redid those, they could definitely make money. Especially if they redid them in the more modern style of Persona. Or if they even redid them in like more akin to Shin Megami Tensei. I feel like it definitely grab eyes now that Persona is a mainstream game. but yeah, I'm just really excited for Persona 3. I'm not really sure how I feel about Persona 5 Tactical. It's just another, if it's Persona 5 cash grab, it's Atlas trying to make money, I think. I'm not very interested in like the spin-offs of Persona, because I'm more interested in the main games and where that leads. So, yeah. Speaking of Persona, I am plotting to play Persona 4 Golden on stream after June is over. Maybe at the end of June, cause I do have the gay Yosuke mod. If I figure out how to get his social link to work for it, then we will play it. Because I'm pretty sure there is a very specific path you have to take in order to hit the romance flags for Yosuke with the mod. Also, even though it says just chatting, I'm trying to save my thing. I'm hoping to change to coffee talk, but my tags and stuff are just don't want to update, so I might have to change it physically. So hold on. But I hope everyone is having a good day, as good as it can be. And we will move on to gaming. Like I said, this may be a short stream because I have to eventually get my weapon with for from Voidcast Dies for static tomorrow. Cause if I don't, ooh boy, we aren't killing things quickly, I'm telling you that. Let me see here, how do I change game? How do I change my game? Is there like a thing? Is there a command? Is there a command? Is there a command? No, there isn't, so I'm going to do a thing. Well. Okay, let's see here. Okay, there we go. There we go, I changed it myself. There we go. So, let's go ahead and open, coffee talk, coffee talk, coffee talk, coffee talk, banana, coffee talk, coffee talk. Okay, now, let me just, okay, first off, let's turn up the desktop audio just a little bit. Let's do game capture, coffee talk. Let me just check. Yep, I'm right there. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know where we were. Oh, we were here. Oh, did I save in the middle of the game? Oh no. Okay, well, we'll just make do. Oh no. I did not share that I went online on Twitter. Okay. One of these days, I will be a competent streamer. Not today, though. It's never today. Okay, what were they? Oh no. Okay. He never really changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice. Catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, Vesper. I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. I think the last one was a remedy. There's no harm in checking other combinations. Alright. You know what to do. Okay, what does my brew pad say? He drank the gallon head, which is tea, milk, and ginger. But we still have a few other things we haven't discovered. So it needs to be tea, mint, and ginger. Trash. Okay, let's look at the brew cat, cause I'm not sure if green tea has caffeine in it. I feel like it does. I think we'll give him the masala chai, because it has tea. Oh no, the ginger has to be last, so let's look at... I think that's the only thing where... No, there's a Spanish Sahara. Let's try that. Or is that cinnamon? Where's the load? I want to load. Let's see here. What will happen if I just brew him the same thing? Will he get angry at me? Okay, yeah. How about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I can help overhearing you out. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh, didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Ugh, those two bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. Sorry, I'm doing something, chat. I'm doing something. Just doesn't want me to, do the thing. Okay. Let's just switch to, watch mode, and, I can, do stuff from there. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple, really. You were trashed, Hyde. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive. So I held a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gallo. Those dwarves would have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the Mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. a lot of their money. Sorry, getting comfy. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before. Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. Ah, I see. So how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in a hospital gala? Oh, when he was working with me, I noticed. Hi. I prefer if we skipped that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. It's alright. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind you telling the cricket dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran will to become a nurse or doctor. That's why I chose hospital administration instead. So you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyway, Vesper. I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? Ooh, I think I got it. I think I might have this. Okay, back at it with a nice lo-fi. Yes, welcome in. I have been tasked with making a tea drink that is both warm and cool at the same time. It's not gonna go well. Oh, grabs popcorn. Oh no, you are not judging my tea making skills. Not my tea making skills. Let's see here. It's about the same level. It's kind of close. I saved. I can scum. See? I knew exactly what he wanted. Exactly what I wanted. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Speak of the devil. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too, Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? That won't work on me. I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. Just shade Freya for being low maintenance. You look so tired, Freya. Are they at work? How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Right. I showed Vesper my draft. And I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. And I also did some stories for the people. Wait, did we read today's story? Hold up. Okay. We did not read the story for today, because I don't remember it. Story voice. Hold on. Getting ready. Narration time. A Stray Boy and a Lonely Cat by Freya Fatima. Midnight. The boy arrives at his home. The ticking sound of a cooling engine fills the dark, empty garage, followed by the scrape of the rusty metal door being forcefully closed. He leaves the garage, and there she is, waiting for him to come back home. She always waits in the same spot, around the same time. The boy always smiles when he sees her. The cat calls the boy, demanding the treatment she always receives from him every night, in the same spot, around the same time. Present tense. A sin. Yeah, it's present tense, unfortunately. He laughs quietly as he walks up to join her. You've been waiting for me, haven't you? Here, come here. He says the boy to the cat while he pets her fur. The cat purrs loudly and refuses to stand still. She dances around him, stands tall on 2 feet, bumps her head against his shins, and shares her affection while enjoying their nightly routine. Until suddenly, the boy decides their interaction is enough for today. He stands up while walks away from her and closes the door. The cat understands that their time for the day is up. They both return to their own lives. The boy did not give the cat something to eat, and the cat did not sleep next to him to help him relax. For she was not his, and he was not hers. And that was A Stray Cat and a Lonely Boy by Freya and Hyde. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you will do so. And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admitting life going? That's not even a word, Freya. Yes, you should write. All my writers should be writing. All I should be writing, but I'm streaming. but streaming helps me write, because it means I'm productive later in the day. Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about. But mostly, I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects my income. Oh no, he works with money. I also deal with patients and their families. If they really require intensive care, such as operations, I go with what we do and how much it would cost them. Kind of like biz dev for people's lives, then? You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients. I swear I can speak English, chat. I swear this is my first language. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here... only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do people really talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it. Exactly, it's an easy job. It's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep a hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. Hyde immediately giggling. And Freya immediately being like, you. You. He needs to be a bit less loyal now. Hyde. You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait. 50 years in the same position? Uh-huh. Holy. Ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions, mostly managerial. Take it. Yeah, Hyde isn't in this conversation anymore. He's just like, I need to check my phone. He is the model though, and I'm pretty sure models, due to being very business oriented, probably need to have their phones on them. I need to like be checking their phones, like their Instagrams and stuff, to know all their analytics and everything. Being a content creator, even if you're like a more larger one that is contracted by large companies, would probably require you to be on top of your analytics. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. Okay, so I disagree with Gala on like the entire poison toxic family thing. The Gala is right here. If you're happy in a position, you don't have to necessarily move up. You're allowed to not take promotions. More promotions usually means more stuff to do on top of whatever you're already doing. Especially if you're a good worker. If you're a good worker, you're just taken advantage of. Oh, and I'm also noticing that I'm taking up the screen. Whoops. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing this job. I really can't figure it out. Imagine 50 years of raises, chat. Chat. 50 years of raises. That's Gala for you. Anyways, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay, Hyde? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yup. Safe trip. See you around, Vespa. And you, Freya. See you. Take care on your way. Are we assuming he has the same salary the whole time, or are they adjusting to inflation? I would believe they would probably adjust to inflation. I mean, though I'm not sure if his raises would keep going, because it would be difficult. Though, if he's living comfortably, I'm assuming he still kept his raises. They were just adjusted. So, like, he's probably only making a little more. Well, he's probably still making a lot more than a normal hospital adminning, but not, like, something, like, out of belief. And hold on, I have to, move the model. I have to move myself. Oh no, not that. We're locking that. What? Come on. I'm putting myself right here. We're pretty. Oh no, wait. I'm probably in the way there. I'm probably. There's no place to put me. There's no place to put me. I'm gay. I belong here. No, wait. You're not gonna be able to see Hyde's chat box. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. You know what? We're just gonna make myself smaller. Just get in the ear. I don't have a right shoulder anymore. It's gone. It's gone. My right shoulder is in the void. Because inflation would be a pain after a while. Yeah, it probably would be. But like he's been there for 50 years. He has seen generations of people born. You know, it's kind of hard to believe someone like Gala could be your best friend. You were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So how did you guys meet? Seriously, I have to retell the story? Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Alright then. We met in this place, back when it was a bar. Whoa, I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. Still though, why did you make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know right? Are you trying to squeeze the story from me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya? Freya's a little bitch. Come on. I won't go into details, but going to war, it messes with your head. Oh. You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult, especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did work that relied on his muscle. That won't get him over his trauma though, right? Of course not. But it was the only thing he could do. Or at least, it's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle. Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet. So no personal feelings. I needed his strength. But then I got to be interested in him. Interested? I think he's a cool person. That's all. After a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about with someone, seek help, which he refused. So, what they're likely talking about is PTSD. Cause it's likely the timeline of this world hasn't changed much. So Gala probably has PTSD. And PTSD is very... While the experience of PTSD is not modern, the conventions and treatment for it are very relatively modern. I think even in maybe in the 60s when we started calling it PTSD, I'm not sure. But I think even in the 60s is being referred to as shell shock and nostalgia maybe. And we didn't really know what it was. That also says something about nostalgia, is that it's very deathly. It's like, oh, he has the nostalgia. Oh, let me just check, let me just turn down audio just a little. Just a little. No surprises there, but I kinda pushed him to do it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go get professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in his therapy sessions. But in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me. And not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. He's been It's Astronaut Man. Good evening, everyone. Oh boy. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. We are also glad to see you, barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. I'm probably making Freya a little judgier than she is. Neil. Yes. Neil. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. But for what we have learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts in intergalactic exploration. Ah, I get what you mean. I think Freya is just more or less done with life. However, she's right, so I feel it. I believe we did not meet last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So, hello, my name's Freya. You could say I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hyde. You come here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Oh, ooh, so you are not from around here? Neither are we. Where do you come from? Where do you go? Cotton Eye Joe. Far away. By far away, you mean a few thousand miles or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind just like this? Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. Image? Ah, the Arami Gendru album cover! No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our communication skill with Earthlings. I just got a achievement, 24/7 a beat to study to and relax to. I don't know what that's for. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. What do you want to drink tonight? The usual... That is how you say it, yes? Yes. So, anything? Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything? Yes. What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise. But we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. I know exactly what to make them. I made it. Milk, honey, mint. Let me save first. Let me save. I think the types of coffee you do give them actually affect the endings. Let's see, I hope I got this right. Thank you. What the? Interesting. Before you ask, yes, that's how they drink. This. Oh no, he's glowing. What is this? We have never been able to taste anything in our life. But this is a breakthrough. We have to report immediately. Done. Thank you so much from all of our kind. You are one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes. Normally, yes. But you can't be sure, so share with Freya. That was definitely the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? Us? We are travelers. Doing a job in space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our seeds. You really are here to find a date. All the way from a galaxy far, far away. Wow. It turns out pearls exist everywhere in the universe. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand, but we are glad we can make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to read with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. Aw, man. But we believe it is alright to share it with you tonight. Thanks to this eye-opening drink from the barista. I owe you this story, so why? Everyone, including us and you and everyone else, is tasked to keep the balance of the universe. But sometimes it is hard for some civilizations to maintain balance by themselves. Because unknown threats are beyond each civilization's power can appear. And that is where we come in. I still don't see the relation between that and impregnating us. You're quite dense, aren't you? Hey. You came here to give seeds. So a half-breed of your kind can be born on Earth. That is correct. The half-breeds will be half Earthling and half whatever you are. Yes. Assuming that you have some powers that we can't comprehend. You are trying to make sure Earth will have its own protector. That is 100% correct. Holy shit. You're trying to give us a superhero? Yes, that is what your people will call the Protector. But why go through all the hassle? It sounds like a lot of work. Why not just explain this to someone? I'm sure a lot of women wouldn't mind giving birth to a superhero. Sadly, it is not that simple. The future protector has to be someone that loves this planet more than anything. They have to be born out of love, which we have learned is a very complicated feeling on Earth. We have it easier back home due to the nature of our communication. We understand everyone deeply by default. So everyone on our planet loves each other from the moment they're born. That sounds beautiful. And creepy. Why? It sounds like your planet is a giant spherical orgy. That was a badly chosen word. But it is roughly similar to the truth. Oh my. If what you say is true, shouldn't we help them to get laid with love? Guidance is all we need. Otherwise, we might be responsible for the birth of a super evil person instead. The last time I played this, I actually did not get all this lore, so this is all actually new to me. This is all new to me, and I actually enjoy it. Because it would make sense if you are trying to give a planet its own protector. Like you can examine, like, if you just need to breed with someone, I presume there would be a way for, like, aliens to do that. Like, they wouldn't need to, like, come onto Earth and actually go through the courtship and mating rituals of Earthlings. But, like, if they need to give us our own superhero that loves the planet, if you hear anything, it's the knee spats trying to kill each other. Anything from my mind that is not me, it's the knee spats trying to kill each other. But this makes sense. This actually makes sense, because like I said, if they were just scientists, they would have either watched us, or they would just grab one of the women, or one of the men, or both. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it is going well. I'm not surprised, with how quirky and unique you are. Not many women can handle that. Could you handle them, though? Me? I don't know, what do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decide to go on a date. Or maybe go further, if it got you a good story. Hyde is just calling Freya out. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I go on a date with them, but I don't like to sleep around. Really. To be honest, I didn't expect— is he calling her a slut? Yeah, I get that a lot. People often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss. From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories? Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but I'll only sleep with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We have heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yes, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Now that you mention it, we don't have enough control of ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least, that was what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today. But we have another question from Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating. Boyfriends or girlfriends, you know? Before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend? You could start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I am single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Now, the path to starting to date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker? Someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women prefer if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms? It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy. Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. All this information is too much to process in one evening. So, we talked about using condoms. But how do your kind have sex? Like seeing how you drink. A condom might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it? We are pretty flexible with that, but we cannot tell you the details. Unless we agree to do the mating ritual. I don't want to imagine how it's done. Oh, you do not need to worry. We will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Especially the mental part. We did our research. And we tried it on the testing object we made. It was proven. The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information? We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed, after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We are off now. Bye. Take care on your way, sir. That was really something. Indeed. You said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer orc? Well, I dread to think of how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivete. I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? You mean Miss Lua? Yeah, her. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. And Freya was being pretty nosy, to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion. My. You really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random discussion, unless it really piques his interest, or it annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow, so I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh, well, it'll be a peaceful week then. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. So, reading the whistle. Reading the bat teeth, reading the bat whistle. Wednesday, September 30th, 2020. What's in the news today? Protests arise over government treatment of Atlantic immigrants. Dwarven-made cars face challenge against an unexpected competitor. The Mother Earth organization fights to save more forests. But yeah, I did not get the all that lore previously. At least I don't remember getting the lore previously of him. Of Neil. Welcome. Good evening, sir. Hello. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division. He's from Fired. Oh no. Or FIRE for short. How may I help you? We've heard reports of alien sightings in this area. We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Have you seen any creatures you would consider to be alien in nature? I don't think so. But what should I be looking for? What's the alien look like? We're not 100% sure. But according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit or something similar. That's a pretty eye-catching outfit. You think an illegal alien would try to blend in better, right? To avoid attention, you know? We do not report on illegal aliens in this neighborhood, no sir. You feds can bite it. ice can bite it. In fact, there might be a solid possibility that we have been running around after false testimonies. They are superior creatures after all. Thank you for the help. If you see any suspicious activities, please contact us through our website. I don't know. Will do, sir. You don't want to drink anything before leaving? We're good. Take care on your way. To fall off a bridge. Take care to fall off a bridge, sir. Phew. You really need to be more careful, Neil. Huh? It's the ladies. Good evening, Vesper. Yo. Hello, Miss Sakura, Miss Myrtle. Have you both been somewhere together? We plan to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Would you like to order anything? Do you want to order first? Nah, you go first. Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with a lot of mint? Girl, I know what you want. I know what you want, girl. You want the Marrakesh. Your drink's ready. Ooh, this looks really fresh. I call this Marrakesh, inspired by its origin. Marrakesh and Morocco. I heard people there really love tea. Let's give this a try then. Oh my, it's warm but very refreshing. No wonder Morocco is often associated with tea. How about you, Miss Myrtle? Do you want to order right away? Sure. I have a Teterock. Oh no. I don't think I've made that yet. I don't think I've made that yet. I haven't made that yet. What the fuck is that? What is the Teterock? I'm sorry, I am Googling. I am looking up the tome of Google. Okay. No one I haven't found it yet. It's one of them weird ones. Serve it. Here's your Teterock. Huh? Is there anything wrong? No. I don't know where the hell that accent came from. I don't know what the hell a Teterock is. It's better than I thought it would be, actually. The taste is really authentic. Listen, I'm not laying down the lesbians. It's Pride Month. I'll cheat for Pride Month. Metagaming in this stream? It's more likely than you think. Just like the Tatarak you get in Southeast Asia. Thank you for the compliment. Where did you learn to make it? I traveled around Southeast Asia a few years ago. So you learned around Malaysia? Yes, and from videos on the internet. Metagaming in this economy? It's more likely than you think. So, how are things going in the office? As usual. Tiring. But thanks to you and your team, we made some good progress with the problem we've been stuck on for a while. I'm glad I could be of help. It's not every day our research can have an impact as direct as this. Only a few weeks after publication, no less. The thing is, with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime to make sure the game will be available for the holiday season. Oh. I want to say please don't forget to rest. I'm sure it won't be that easy for you and the team. As if those executives care about us. Overtime is not mandatory, they'll say. Please see your family, get some rest. But we all know that optional overtime is a passive-aggressive move. We'll stay longer in the office anyway. Because if you go home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them. You'll feel guilty. I understand that so much. I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt. And we approach the crunch time in gaming industry now. I wish I could help you. At least say something to boost your morale. Sally, I'm not the right person to give you advice about that. For guilt is something that bothers me quite a lot. Even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. And you know what makes it worse? I know about the state of the industry, but still saddens to realize my favorite series was born of such sacrifice. I'm sorry I ruined the mood for everyone. Don't worry about it, Aqua. I'm not that bad off, you know. At least the company gives us decent compensation. Healthcare, bonuses, and so on. And we're already used to this. So don't you worry about me, okay? Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be a norm. And she is right. Hey, cheer up. Remember, your research helped us out a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of development is going to be much easier. How's your game doing, by the way? Actually, I have some good news about it. What is it? We got the game to be approved to be showcased at Max West this year. That's really good news. Congrats. The accents are just interchangeable at this point. Thank you. So, what's the problem then? I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer. What? Confirm it fast. Before they give your spot to another indie. I'm just not sure about it. What's stopping you? Cost? The booth is free for indies? That's good then. And the event's even in Seattle. You don't need to spend anything on travel or accommodation. It's a golden ticket. But I'm not that confident. You passed the selection process, right? That should be enough validation to reassure you of the game's quality. If I'm not mistaken, the judges are usually prolific people in the industry, and also senior journalists. I know, I've told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional. And thousands of people will be visiting Max, expecting full Metal Conflict and other bigger games. Every game has its own market, you know? And you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect there. Gamers aren't stupid. What if some haters visit the booth? And what if they don't like my game and say bad things about it? Or about me? That's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. People are not very nice in real life. Even after all that, I'll still be there by myself for the whole event. That one is a problem, yeah. Being that many people is already scary enough. Doing it for 4 days straight, showing my baby to the public, I just can't imagine the horror. You know what? Huh? So far, my schedule is pretty empty around then. If things stay this way until Max, I'll come with you. No, you don't have to do that. Even if you're free then, you shouldn't waste your time on me. Relax or something. Nah, it's no bother. I will be going to the event anyway. Might as well come with an exhibitor badge. What about your company's booth? Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I can just ask my lead to skip this year. But... I'm coming with you. Whether you like it or not. Okay. Good. Now, what are you going to show the game on? I'll have a laptop and a smartphone. Is the Expo build ready? Expo build? You're not planning to showcase the full version, right? That's the plan. Don't. I can give you guidelines on what to have for the Expo build. Do you have the game with you now? It's on my phone. I can send you the build now if you want. Do so. Okay. Got it. Now, let's see. It's Rachel! Hello, Miss Rachel. Hi, Vesper. What's wrong? Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day and I'm pretty tired. Are you having a concert soon? Don't tell anyone yet. It'll be announced tomorrow. But I'm going to perform at Coachella next week. They're still adding new performers? Yeah, you might say that those announced this late are... backups. Oh. But still the biggest festival in the country. Yes, I'm excited for it. I think I should celebrate with a special drink, something sweet. What do you want to order? A sweet hot chocolate. Okay. I'm saving. Metagaming. Metagaming in my stream. Chocolate. Milk. Say it ain't so, it is. Reset, hold on. Chocolate, milk, cinnamon? No matter what I'm ending with like... She said sweet though. Chocolate, milk, honey. Trash it. Ah, there we go. A Chocobi Maruku. Here's your drink. Oh, it looks very pretty. And it's warm and sweet. I love it. Please don't hesitate me if you need it. Please. Hairball. Not really. Do bats get hairballs? I think they would. Please don't hesitate to call me if you need anything else. Thanks. Other than the instruction on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long they can play. Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion? Probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it, you might have people lining up to play your game. Don't want to make them wait too long. That makes sense. If you don't want to put a time limit on it, try ending the demo with a cliffhanger. That should get people's attention. Noted. Dad? What are you doing here? And after what you did at the studio this evening? I was worried I couldn't find you anywhere around the studio, and so I thought you'd be here. And now you're causing another ruckus. We're sorry, Vesper. We didn't mean to cause you any problems. You are sorry. I don't have anything to be sorry for. Well, anyway, I better order something. What are you having? What would you recommend? Might suggest a cup of Spanish Sahara. Oh, what is that? It's basically hot chocolate with milk and ginger. Sounds delicious. I'll take that Spanish Sahara. I recommend you leave. Why do all these people with drama come into my coffee shop? They come into my coffee shop and don't leave me alone. Don't leave my other customers alone, although they're family. Yeah, I just recommend you leave. It's like, dude, you're not helping anything. This does not pass the 5 check, sir. You and your sweater must leave. His sweater is an entirely different character with its own life. Oh, we need to read the Evening Whispers, everyone. Loving in Silence by Freya Fatima. I think she's back to past tense, oh thank God. It was a Saturday night. As usual, I picked her up from her apartment for another Saturday night date. I use the word another, but to be honest, this was the first actual Saturday night date we done since I don't even know when. It wasn't every week a cool event related to our hobby. So we, or I suppose I should say, We're going to miss this chance for a cozy evening in her apartment. We'd only been dating for 4 months, and I kid you not, we couldn't have been more different. I'm the type of person who feels restless if I don't go out on the weekend, while she preferred to lock her apartment from the inside, flush the key down the toilet, and never leave again. I feel that. That's why me going out to her apartment on the weekend was the fairest option for both of us. I mean, we can just order food online and chill without having to worry about traffic. Ain't that cool? That's what she said whenever I asked if she wanted to eat out somewhere. That happened a lot in our first month together. After that, I just tried to get used to it. We drove to the event. It wasn't that far, but traffic's always ridiculous on the weekend. Throughout the drive, we barely spoke, total silence except for the music playing from my playlist. If she knew the song, she would sing along to the song. If not, then total silence it was. When we arrived at the event, she changed. She became the most outgoing, friendly, and talkative person around. Even I was nothing compared to her, and I usually consider myself a very talkative person. We said hi to everyone we knew, and some we didn't. Then we tried all the games being showcased there. We sat next to each other, trying one game after another, commenting on the story, art, music, gameplay, atmosphere, and any other aspects you might use to judge a game. But when we played, we just played, no talking during the playthrough. Total silence, as if she were recharging spent energy from all the interacting she'd done before. Back in her apartment, we didn't talk much. She made 2 cups of green tea latte for the both of us, and then we watched Netflix together, with only a few words traded. Don't you feel bored dating me? She asked. Really? This again? I know. I'm sorry to bring this up again, but you were so silent today I thought you were mad at me. Honey, I'm not mad at you. Why would I be? I don't know. It's just that I am super introverted, you're super extroverted. And there are times I feel like... And there are times when I feel like I'm holding you back from your true self. You're just overthinking things, honey. Tonight was amazing. And I can't thank you enough for being willing to join me and sacrifice your stay-at-home relaxation time. We both know how much you love staying in and how rarely you get the chance to do it. Why do you like me? You asked this question a dozen times in the last 4 months, you know? I nudged her and smiled. I just wanted to make sure, she said and started crying. Hey, don't be sad, it's okay. And to answer your question, I don't know why I like you. That answer again? Because it's true. All I know is I feel comfortable around you. I just feel happy, calm, and I don't know. Do I need to know? That sounds dangerous, liking someone without knowing the reason. Oh, believe me, dear, I was confused for the longest time before I realized. It's actually the best feeling I ever had. How about you? Why do you like me? Who said I liked you? I was speechless for a moment. She grinned at me and giggled through the remains of her tears. You should have seen your face. Oh god, don't mess around with me like that. You almost gave me a heart attack. Good. It means you weren't lying about your feelings. She smiled. You haven't answered my question. It's a secret. That's not fair. I told you mine. I hate to break it to you, but don't know is not a proper answer, my dear. But it's an honest one. I know. We stayed silent again. So that was my introvert girlfriend and me. My answer to her was obviously a lie. Not knowing why you like someone is super scary. But I never imagined being able to feel like that for anyone other than her. At least, that's how I wish things could be. I thought as I drove back home, alone in my car, in total silence. And that was Loving in Silence by Freya and Hyde. And now we actually make this coffee. That was actually a pretty good story. I really like that. Your drink is ready, sir. My. This is amazing. Glad you liked it. Dad. Yes. Please just go home after you finish your drink. Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert. I need him. He's going to help me become more successful. I know, Morris. He's not a good person. The industry has changed, Dad. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing his brand, making his name, managing a lot of stars so they become superstars. I still have my informants in the industry. He hasn't changed much, and even if he has, it wasn't for the better. You're just being paranoid. Sorry. First, you were afraid of how my fans would treat me. Now you're afraid of the industry, too. What's next? You'll lock me in the house because you think I'm afraid of the air I'm breathing? You're just too young to understand. Then make me understand. Because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Didn't you learn anything from Mom? You were together for almost 15 years. But you learned nothing. Not even how to talk to your own daughter. Rachel, I'm sorry. But I'm trying, okay? Try harder. Because right now, you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one. I know. But give me a chance. You know what? It will take time for me to learn. But I am learning. Or, I could return to the industry. I could try to be your manager. Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long. I told you I have informants there. I'm not that out of touch. Of course, there are things I need to figure out, but it doesn't work that way, Dad. You know that. Going from a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose all my momentum. If you don't want me to be your manager, can you at least choose someone other than Morris? I don't think so. Mr. Lester is at the height of his career now. Ugh, I hate his name. I don't think it's a decision moment. We don't make decisions other than through coffee. Coffee is like our only, decisions. He's my best chance right now. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now, please go home. Relax. And don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away. It's a big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist. We have not met Morris. I don't think Morris appears in this game. I think I'm not gonna spoil anything, but his name is Morris Lester, if that tells you anything. When are you going to be home? I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel the label provided, but that's... See you, Dad. Rachel. Excuse me for a moment, Vesper. Are you ruining my lo-fi vibes? I'm sorry about what just happened. These two fucks can't handle their shit alone. You don't have to apologize. Yeah, we were busy minding our own business anyway. What, you didn't hear their argument, Myrtle? Of course I heard them. I just chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business, is it? That's amazing. What's so amazing about that? I don't think I can do that. Dividing and focusing my attention so completely, especially when there's an argument like that. Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice and were focusing on them instead? Yeah. No, I was listening. I made notes. See, you didn't even realize. But you are capable of focusing your attention. Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess. Being born into a big family is useful after all. Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you want to head back now? Yeah, it's pretty late. Yo, Vespa, we're leaving. I hope you had a good time. Yeah, thank you for the drinks, as usual. Please take care on your way home. I guess that's all for Oh, you're back, Mr. Hendry. Are you alright, sir? Sir? Oh. Yes. Please don't worry about me. Did you manage to catch up with Miss Rachel? No. I lost her. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure she's alright. I hope you're right. By the way, pardon me for asking. Yes. Throughout your arguments with Miss Rachel, something kept bugging me. What's that? Why did you leave the music industry? Now that's a trip down memory lane. You don't have to tell me if it makes you uncomfortable. Oh no, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago, just as we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s, and they were still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. I met my wife while working. She worked for a record label. That's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. I wanted a peaceful life. You didn't find peace managing girl bands? Oh gosh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry, none of it's good. But what hit me hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst, and that's even in the American fandoms. Oh my god. Like we're presuming he was working in America, because he has an American name. But he and Rachel are definitely supposed to be this this allusion to the Japanese idols. Because girl bands weren't really a thing until the O's in America, it feels like. And like, the music industry in America does have a dark side. Let's not pretend, let's not fake ourselves out. Let's not try to gaslight ourselves into thinking it doesn't. But I definitely feel like he's talking more about Asia and Japan and like idol groups and not American groups, because they are, I think they've even said idol groups before in talking about Rachel. And she definitely is working, like, yeah, they even use idol terms like graduate. So either like in this timeline the idol craze hit America and stayed, or he did used to work in Asia, but he has an American name, so we're going to presume the idol craze hit America and stayed enough for it to actually affect the American music system and music culture. The teenage girls especially, they were crazy about their idols. To the point they started doing really unimaginable stuff. Like what? Spending all their life trying to copy the superstar lifestyle, abandoning their responsibility, their families. And the men, they were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Watch Perfect Blue, everyone. Watch Perfect Blue. Edited photo, stalking, outright sexual harassment, assault. Watch Perfect Blue, everyone. Watch Perfect Blue. We are not sponsored by Perfect Blue, though I wish we were. It was before the internet, mind you. Okay, so like some of those you could find in Western media, like how idol groups and how female Western music things worked are not too different. It's just like how raunchy it was, I guess. Like, there's a lot that American music artists could probably get away with in comparison to Japanese musical artists. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. I wasn't even the target of abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats. What do you do for a living now? After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche, but they love us for it. It's more than enough for our little family. You said you're still in touch with your friends in the music industry. They visit my place from time to time. And we all meet up once a year. Usually it's at my place. Gosh, look at the time. I should go home too. Are you going to be alright by yourself? Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people think. See you later, Vesper. And sorry for bringing on Freya to your place. Don't worry about it. Alright then. Goodbye. That is they traced a meme picture for this. I know because I've seen that exact pose somewhere. I swear I've seen that exact pose somewhere. Rachel Florencia confirmed to perform at Coachella 2020. Gil Naiman and Maruki Harakami to collaborate for a new IP. Coachella organizer reminds parents not to allow their children to attend unsupervised, or else you might be eaten. We're going to save. We're going to go to main menu. Because, as I said, I am having a short stream tonight. Just a short stream. I think it's to counterbalance the fact that I streamed for 5 hours last night. Also, there's more stages in Celeste, but we're not playing those. We had enough Celeste. We had a good amount of Celeste already. No more Celeste. But, out of sight, out of mind, yes. Out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. But, let me just turn up the vibes. Let me turn up our own vibes. But, I figured I'd just a little balancing out. Because normally I don't stream that long. At most, I stream until 12. I added an extra hour. So I just figured I'd subtract an hour. Normally I would go until like 11 or 12, but like I said, I have stuff I need to be doing. And unfortunately, most people in North America play Final Fantasy at night. So I need to go beat the crap out of a giant Final Fantasy IV callback to get myself the best progging weapon. And so that I'm ready for being the hell out of a giant sort of ghost dude thing tomorrow. I think it's a ghost. It's definitely like a horror monster. Like, I'm not sure what it's based on. Revenant, maybe? Definitely one of those more tightly skinned undead. Skinwalker, maybe? It's really hard. Yes, if you follow me to give me energy to win. If you're out there looking and you are not already following me, please follow me to empower me. Oh, are you talking about my stack? Oh, my stack follows me, I'm pretty sure. Most of my stack is following me. If they're not, I'm going to bug them. But if you're not already following me, why aren't you? But, thank you all for joining me tonight. Who shall we be raiding? I hope Roy is on. I've been meaning to raid him since he got back from debut. I hope everyone had a good night, good void, good. If you're watching, from the VOD, I hope you're enjoying the VOD. Let's see here. We have Lethal. No, go back. River is running Cyberpunk tabletop. I haven't watched Kuro Style, but I think we shall rate him since he is new. And he deserves some peeps. He deserves some peeps. So we will be rating a Kuro Style. Dang it. He's playing Blaze Blue, which I have actually played myself. So we're going from lo-fi to some action. We built up for some action with the argument. We're going from angst to action. Did I spell that right? Yeah, I think I did. Okay. Well, oh no. Why aren't we rating? Why aren't we rating? Why aren't we rating? Oh no, OBS is being funny to me today. Oh, I have to do it manually. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is actually easier. I can just go for my follows. Oh, Kage has Tiger Chomp. No, we're gonna raid someone who doesn't have a lot of people. So we're going to raid them. Start raid. We're raiding Kuro. We're raiding Kuro. But thank you all for joining me. I hope your fates haven't changed, and I wish you the very best night. Good night, sweetest fate.
Looks like we have yet another addition to the family.